Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and for today's video we're going to be going through something very important that's going to be happening for a lot of us TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim users at the end of this week. TD Ameritrade has been acquired by Charles Schwab, if you haven't heard, and there's been a lot of confusion, a lot of just unknowing of what's going to happen with our accounts as we transfer over. Now, a lot of people that I've been talking to, their accounts are transferring over by the end of this week, which means that we have to get ready for this transition so that it's smooth and that we can get on Charles Schwab for trading starting next Monday. So we're going to watch this quick video which actually breaks down everything you need to know. Obviously, if you want to watch it for yourself on TD Ameritrade website, you can do so, but this was a really good video put out by TD Ameritrade, and obviously now that we're going over to Charles Schwab, but this video goes through a lot of very good important details as to what we should be doing in the days leading up to this change. So let's check out this video real quick.
We're excited to welcome TD Ameritrade clients to Schwab. We're actively working to make your transition to Schwab as simple and seamless as possible. To help deliver on that promise, this video will outline the most important things to know about your move. The good news is, there is very little that you need to do.
That's how they always get you. There's very little you need to do. But no, in all seriousness, there is very little that we need to do. It's a pretty simple and easy process.
And we'll keep you informed every step of the way. And once the transition is complete, you'll have access to great service, low pricing, and an even wider range of solutions and capabilities to help you reach your financial goals. With that in mind, let's talk about the timeline for your transition. Things you need to know.
Now, this is actually really important to go through. Obviously, this video is cutting it a little short because it's happening by the end of this week for some of you, but there's also a group of you that are going to be over the next several weeks leading into the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024 until your account gets switched.
Ways to prepare, and how we believe you could benefit from being a Schwab client. To start, here's a timeline showing major milestones and information about the transition. We began transitioning TD Ameritrade accounts to Schwab in groups in early 2023. To help avoid investing or trading disruptions, your transition will happen over a weekend. We'll let you know your transition date about 2 to 3 months before it's your turn to move. We'll keep you updated in both your email inbox and in the Schwab Transition Center when you're logged into your TD Ameritrade account.
This is true because there's a lot of notifications. I've been getting them for the past basically 60 days that the account's going to be switched this upcoming weekend, and along the way there were certain steps and certain things I had to do. So it was a really actually smooth process thus far, but obviously we haven't gone through the whole thing just yet.
Prior to your transition, you'll receive specific details like your account agreements and information about your Schwab Cash feature. About 1 month before your transition weekend, you'll be prompted to create your Schwab login ID and password. You'll need this to access your account through Schwab platforms after it moves to Schwab.
Right, so I've already created my password and login ID for Charles Schwab, which if you're going to be getting the transition done this weekend, like a lot of people that I know of, then this is something you should be doing this week. So at this point in the process, you want to make the login ID, the password, and then download the app or just have the tab on your computer.
If you receive statements and tax documents electronically, creating your Schwab credentials ensures your paperless settings will transition. If you already have a Schwab account, you can continue to use your existing login info. Beginning Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time of your transition weekend, your account will be temporarily unavailable while we begin the process to automatically and securely move your accounts, assets, and cash. You'll still be able to place trades and move money up until Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and your account will be available again the next day the market is open at 5 a.m.
So this is the important part. Like I was talking about, the account will be basically blocked off at, they're saying 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we'll reopen for us. It'd be Monday morning at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Schwab platform. I don't know what your TD Ameritrade platform is going to look like when you log onto it or attempt to log onto it Monday morning. I'm not too sure, but I'm curious how the Schwab account is going to look starting Monday morning and how actually accurate it's going to be, or if there's going to be some bugs here and there just for the first couple hours of the day, or even the whole day could be a little choppy just because of so many users getting transferred over.
Eastern Time on Schwab platforms. So, how do you prepare? The good news is that we're taking care of almost everything for you. For most clients, the only thing you'll need to do is create a new Schwab login ID and password to access your account once it has moved to Schwab. If you have a joint account, both people will need their own login ID and password. Setting those up prior to your first day at Schwab will help ensure you're ready to go on day one. Though you won't need to do much as your account moves over to Schwab, here are 3 important things to know. First, be aware that while we're moving over your account information, assets, most open orders, cost basis, move money instructions, and history, there are a few things that won't make the move. You may need to make some updates after your transition is complete. But not to worry, we'll lead you through the process when you're logged into schwab.com or the Schwab mobile app. Second, you will access your account by using your newly created Schwab login info. As a Schwab client, you'll access your accounts only on Schwab platforms, including schwab.com, the Schwab mobile app, and Thinkorswim. You'll no longer be able to log into TD Ameritrade.com or the TD Ameritrade app after your account has moved to Schwab. Finally, you only need one Schwab login to access all your accounts.
Which this is big, and this is actually really nice to know that they're kind of just combining everything to make it a little more user-friendly rather than having 2 different separate logins or just something that makes it a little more complicated. Rather than that, just use one account for everything, for one login for your account.
When you log in at Schwab, you'll see all your accounts together on the account summary page. That's because Schwab automatically links accounts for each client, making it easy to manage your entire portfolio all in one place. Some other ways to prepare are to check out our learning resources and how-to tutorials on the Client Information Hub at welcome.schwab.com. You can also download the Schwab mobile app,
which I highly recommend. I'm not sponsored by Charles Schwab at all, but I was looking at the app. It seems pretty user-friendly. It was nice to log on there. I mean, obviously different colorways, so it was a little weird at first, but in all seriousness, it was actually really smooth to log into Charles Schwab and download the app. And obviously there wasn't much I could do because I didn't technically have an account yet. I have an account, but I don't technically have the account that's on my TD Ameritrade just yet. So it looks a little different, but still, all in all, I recommend downloading it.
So you have it ready to use when your account move is complete. Keep an eye out for additional communications between now and your transition weekend to stay updated on the integration. Now that you're aware of the transition details, important things to know, and ways to prepare, let's talk about some of the benefits that come with the integration of Schwab and TD Ameritrade. By combining our 2 firms, we'll be able to offer more to our clients through combined scale, complementary strengths, and a shared passion for investors and traders. You'll enjoy the trading capabilities, education, and technology you know and value. Plus, you'll have more ways to manage and invest your money, all from a firm that stands behind its word. You can also expect low pricing. Schwab has a long history of using our scale to disrupt the industry with the goal of bringing pricing down for investors. That commitment will continue. In fact, we've already eliminated or reduced several fees.
See, then
and you'll have the chance.
That's good because basically, I mean, it's very similar to the same types of fees we were paying for TD Ameritrade, and actually some of them even look a little bit cheaper.
To benefit from more pricing advantages after your.
But all in all, I think that it's going to be a smooth transition because it's similar setup, similar, like I said, fees, similarly just understanding of what we're using the platform, how you're supposed to use it. It's going to be really just, similar to how TD Ameritrade was. So I think that's a really important thing to remember.
Your account transitions. Next, there's Schwab's industry-leading technology. Thinkorswim, desktop, web, and mobile are now available at Schwab.
See, and this is going to be huge that now the Thinkorswim is going to be through Schwab. And I'm not sure what types of changes they're going to be doing to it, but I really like Thinkorswim. I think that I use this platform to check my investments rather than actually going on the TD Ameritrade website sometimes because I just use Thinkorswim. I just always have it open.
Also have access to Schwab's range of easy, intuitive, and highly rated digital client experiences on schwab.com and Schwab mobile app. And finally, you'll continue to receive exceptional service. We're committed to maintaining industry-leading.
TD Ameritrade has always had really good like if you have questions, you have to call some sort of call center or hotline number. They've always had, the few times that I've had to call, they've always been very quick and very efficient and actually really helpful. So hopefully this sticks up with Schwab as well.
Response times from Schwab's experienced representatives, which will include the TD Ameritrade service teams and financial consultants who will be moving to Schwab with you. Plus, access to more than 400 physical branches across the United States, London, and Hong Kong. We're extremely proud of what we're building for you at Schwab. But we know anytime things change, it helps to have some help. This is why we're working hard to make sure the transition remains as simple and as easy as possible. And we stand ready to help at each step of the process.
And this is about the end of the video anyway, but you get the gist of it. They go through the steps, they go through what you're going to have to do, what's going to happen to your account this weekend, and I highly recommend, if you don't check your investment account very often, or you're just hearing about this for some unknown reason, highly recommend you heading over to your TD Ameritrade account. Look at the steps and see where you are in the process. Some of you may not even be going into that process just yet until maybe closer to the end of the year or early 2024 when they completely switch over. But for a lot of us, especially this week, and I think there's another weekend that I know a couple others that are switching, it's important to know what you should be doing ahead of time to move and have a smooth transition, basically. So hopefully this video is helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Charles Schwab. If you're going to miss TD Ameritrade, what type of changes you're looking for with Charles Schwab. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this video. Drop a like if you're new here. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.